And it's about that time. Ultra Valley. Yes. One Piece. Yes. Gonna talk about the chapter that dropped mysteriously in the middle of the night for those of us on the West Coast. Before we get started, I just want to say, first YouTube video. When it comes to people who chronically procrastinate, this is a big deal. The first of many things just makes you feel good. Something or someone motivated you. Half of the time it's other people and circumstances. But this time it was just me wanting to hop into the community after so many years of being, just a follower. I want to be someone to be followed. So first Vulture Valley video. Of course, it has to be a Riverside review. The first entry in the series I've kind of just made up right before I made this video. So Riverside Reviews is where we talk about recent anime chapters, anime videos, manga chapters, maybe even comic books if I get into it. But for right now, we got the anime pretty much on lock, so we're just going to stay there. So like I said, One Piece, chapter 930, Ebisu Town review. My personal thoughts, just pretty much a quick summary. It's not a live reaction or anything because I was on, I was on it. And it's all thanks to my man Brago. Shouts out to Brago DAs. He was the one that motivated me to do this in the first place. Him, King Lion and Tech and all them, but it was Brago who was like, I kind of feel like he was just a regular dude, just talking about One Piece. And he's just doing it just the best. He just made it work, learn stuff along the ways. And pretty much everyone's like that in the YouTube community, but I don't know, it's just something. Speaking of him, on chapter 930, middle of the review, this man gets a copyright strike. I don't know if you all follow Brago, but that was wild to me. But we're gonna get in this chapter review. Shout out to Brago. Hope this, strike things in soon because I don't need any interruption in my Brago time. I don't appreciate it. Cover page is whack, but sometimes the people in the cover page is in the story in some kind of way. And Oda did that, recently with Perona and everything. It wasn't a pattern, I don't think. So it's not like this is some kind of indicator, like, oh, the last 5 chapters you've been doing this. Like, nah. It's just cracking the roots. It's just funny because, Big Mom and the Pirate Crew shows up. And Urouge was the one to beat Snacks. So it's kind of like, Cracker, the guy who beat Snacks, and they're racing on Dolphin and all this. So it's just like, is there something more there? Or is this whatever? It was a request. I feel like at this point, when you have a big enough thing going, you could say it's from somebody and just put whatever you want on there. Like, Oda's known to be a troll. If at the end of One Piece we'd be like, hey, all those chapters, those fan things we put in? Yeah, none of them existed. All the names, I made them up. And then I'll go into like some paragraph and make some kind of, it's just some Oda would do. Just be extra intricate for no reason. But the first half of the chapter, I don't want to say I despised, so I won't say it. I'll just say I had a strong hate for it, which is the same thing. Zoro and Weird Bandana Man decides to walk around and go into another leftover town. For what reason, no one knows, and no one really cares at this point. If you would ask what happened in 930 to most casual fans, Big Mom got one-shotted. Big Mom and her crew got one-shotted. King is a weak-ass looking I don't know why I said the P. Pterodon that one-shotted, freaking Big Mom's crew. Because he doesn't have the best design. Because I feel like Oda hyped him up in the wrong way. He should have gave him a way slimmer build. Kind of like give him gargoyle wings. Because gargoyle wings, the wings he had when he was first shown, or like demon angel wings, look nothing like the wings that he has now. A lot of people were like, oh, it's an impaled down uniform, and he has the wings just attached to him. And I was like, that would make sense. Or he would be something with those wings, and maybe he's in the hybrid form just all the time. He's just a badass in hybrid form. Technically, we still don't know that, but the way the wings were shaped for the pterodon, it didn't seem like they were the same wings, because it was almost like a bird or bat's wings, where it's kind of like it's just fingers extended and then webbed, and he just glides on the air. And that's usually how, those things work. But when you have mythical, zone fruit coming up, and you're kind of putting it out there, all right, this guy got fire, he got wings, obviously a mythical zone if he's messing with Kaido. But then, lo and behold, he's a pterodon. Yeah, so anyway, I got off topic. If you were to name things from this chapter, Kaido freaking out, Big Mom getting one-shotted, the actual commander of the Beast Pirates doing something, King, and, a couple other things, it would be the disdain for the first part of the chapter. So it was like, this, I feel like, is one of those things to where if you want to hide something, you're doing something boring. Or the real saying is you want to hide something, put it in a book. But we're reading a book, so you can't hide it. But this is an action shown in battle manga. So what do you do with important stuff? You hide it on a bunch of words and stuff that people probably hate. Oda knows his fan base like the back of his nutsack. He knows what will get us triggered. He knows get us hyped. He can do it at the snap of his finger. It's not even hard for him anymore. Like he probably has so many chapters backed up and ready and alternate plans that he could throw out 10 chapters right now. Just like, yeah, we told y'all, we had to do this. Oh, it's a weekly thing. We churning this. We 150 chapters ahead. Like I already wrote the end. But anyway, getting past that boring part, it will definitely come into play later. Obviously. If not, this is just bad writing. This has to equate to something amazing for all this build-up. If not, then this dude really just was trying to world build as much as humanly possible with no real end goal in sight, and I don't see him doing that. The panel I'm looking at now really hits me on like a different level, because I'm looking at the freaking first panel you see pretty much of Kaido once Big Mom starts her invasion, and a lot of people are commenting about how small he looks. Like, it looks really small compared to the other ones. Like Sheep's Head, I know he's a big guy and people in One Piece can be ridiculous, but Kaido is like on another level. The way they're scaled in this is like, yo, what's happening? But at the same time, to fit all that dialogue in and everything, I guess you could make them bigger. You could have made them smaller, but then it would have been harder to draw the details to see who it is. Like, this might not even be Sheep's Head. It could be someone else, but to me, it looks like Sheep's Head. I don't know if it's. I really don't know if it's him or not. Big Mom climbing up the waterfalls is like the confirmation of a order to pull up that she told Kaido that she was going to do. She said, "I'm coming for Straw Hat." And there's nothing you can do about it except get on my side. Hey, man, like, hey, keep him there. I'm going to come fuck him up. And then we all good. Maybe we can have a business plan. Like, Big Mom and that whole intelligence thing is like, it's real. Like, she's not a big lumbering idiot that just so happened to be so strong that she's just the ruler by happenstance. Like, nah. She has the raw power from birth. Off jump, she is a problem for everyone. Then she got a fruit by mistake. She got one of the most powerful fruit known to the One Piece verse by mistake. And then she got taken in by one of the most cunning pirates you've seen in One Piece. Like, instead of, like, I don't know many people that would have, like, been like, saw Big Mom eat about 7 people and been like, yo, that's a bad bitch. I need that. Like, no. It's like, I'm gonna run because I'm not trying to be, the dessert. Because he can make dessert out of anything, which is amazing. By the way, Strussen's fruit, top 3. I don't want to hear shit about it. You can make a pencil like Twizzlers, it's over with. Anyway, so we got the Big Mom crew being useless as fuck. I don't understand. Smoothie, why are you here? Why can Sparrow make candy figurines and giant structures and didn't do anything against the I'm gonna have a tough time saying this. It's pterodon, man. This man has a genie that he doesn't have. It doesn't have to be anywhere physically, and it pretty much can't be destroyed. You telling me this flying genie that's already? You telling me this flying genie that's already out of you? It's not like they got speed blitz and no one had a chance to attack. They're all literally standing in attack position and getting fucked and still got fucked up. I have no. Either King is that strong. Daifuku, Sparrow, and and Smoothie are just ass compared to this man, basically. Or King has some kind of weird shear you of the rain. I can hide my presence and instant, transmission to you real quick. But even after that, this man made Candy Wave. Like Big Mom was like, yo, I ain't got my cloud. I don't feel like riding on this, sun. Give me the water, the one thing that's supposed to kill me. Make the water, my friend. Sparrow was like, nah, fam, I'm too busy falling and stuff, so I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna sit back and chill. But that was lucky for Kaido. It's weird because it's like there's no way Kaido is as strong as he is and was scared of Big Mom. But King was like, fuck that shit. Because usually you see Kaido saying fuck that shit, slap them niggas, or having to tell people to slap them motherfuckers. And they do it because it's Kaido. You never seen Kaido really scared of anybody. This man was shook. And the only reason I'm not too worried about this is because we've seen Kaido at odds with his emotions before. We've seen him not being able to really rationalize and realize, the gravity of situations or overshoot what's going on right now. He's just, freaking out because really Kaido should be like, damn, this is going to be annoying. But he shouldn't be like, oh my God, if this motherfucker breathes near me, one shot. Like he was way too afraid. So I think he was drunk. She pulled up and he was just in a rage. And now she's here, climbing the waterfall. And he's like, just giving out orders while drunk. That's the most logical thing I can think of. Or, other hand, when they was on the phone, she thought, maybe Kaido thought she really wasn't going to pull up. Or she wasn't get there that fast. Like, Wano's supposed to be isolated, hidden country that's super hard to get to. Like, 48 hours later, after she, called this dude, she got on a sailing ship and just sailed, I'm guessing hundreds of thousands of miles, and was just like, yeah, I'm here. So, yeah, he's a little caught off guard, drunk and angry. So, shook isn't the right word, just surprised. Because I don't want to take too much away from Kaido, because you can't take that much from Kaido. Yeah, he was kind of tripping here, but you have to respect Big Mom. A lot of people, been giving her the big meme title, but she can snatch your soul out of your body, literally. So there's no... It's pretty much based on her attitude. If she was getting beat in a fight, then it would be like, who made you, Yonko? But that's not the case. She's just thrown in the water. Say if Big Mom never ate the soul fruit, and somehow she got to this point anyway. Let's just say. If she fell in the water, normally she would just get back out and then proceed to fuck him up or fuck somebody up. But she has a devil fruit. Going up a waterfall when you have a devil fruit, it's not the best idea. And you shouldn't be, yelling that you're climbing the waterfall. I feel like, yeah, it's some gangster stuff to pull up on somebody right at their front door. But if you're the master of intelligence and this really smart pirate that you should be feared for a reason, you should have better tactics than that. That was really bad tactics. Like, what's really good? I'm Big Mom, and I'm here to make shit happen. Now, at the same time, no, I was about to say something really off the wall, but no. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, King one-shotting people, apparently. And then we got the best part of the chapter. Let y'all know this right now. Sanji is that nigga for now and forever. Let's not get confused about that. Excuse me. But one thing I was confused about is how Usopp, Sanji, Law, and Frankie all decided that it would be best to deal with Kaido's crew either super fast and quickly without injury or recognition, basically one shot, or avoid shit altogether. They can avoid shit, and the more this dude yells around, the more, the word's gonna spread that page one is looking for the soba shop owner. So we gotta take this nigga out as quick as possible. Now, what would be the most effective way for 4 people to beat 1 person? In my professional opinion, we all should be whooping this nigga's ass, but you know how anime and manga goes down. We run the ones around here. No matter how logical, no matter how much time we don't have, we running these ones because nigga. So that's what happens here. Sanji's about to run the ones with my man Page One, who kind of gets low dipped in the beginning, letting us know that this man doesn't have Rayleigh level observation hockey. He doesn't have reflexive armament hockey that activates subconsciously, that freaking just blocks out all attacks. He's not on those crazy levels, and if he was, then it'll make more sense. But I don't know if this was the. I want to say that a lot of things in One Piece are done through fights and kind of should be understood in that way. Like Sanji kicking the shit out of Page One was almost like dipping your toe in the bathtub just to make sure you don't, burn yourself. And that's what he's doing right here. Like if he rolled up on Page One and Page One caught his foot or something and just broke it or threw him off to the side, all right, there will be no way in Law's mind that he would be like, oh well, he got it. I just got to stay back. Okay, let me see my bucket too much. My bucket on my head. They might recognize me. This man Sanji said, I'm about to see what it is. He gauged the fight. He kicked him. He basically did Page One like Luffy did Kaido, except Page One felt it, but not too much. He got messed up. He's groaning, but he's like, you bastard, carrying a full conversation, pretty much got all his teeth. And Sanji's about to go. One theory I like that I heard off Brago's stream, and I was thinking about myself, this little side leg, little perm jump, I'm gonna say one page One got going on. I'm thinking, side note, Page One's name is dumb. I like the typo actually. Like there was a typo, and as soon as I read it, I was like, that's a great name. Like I think it was like Pangea or something, or I think it was Page One just merged together, but like added like a letter or two on. It was something weird or cool, like Pangeona or something. It was something dope like that. I was like, oh, Pangea, he's a dinosaur. There's a slight connection. That's cool. And then he was like, nah, Page One. Alright. Oh, okay, is there a Page Two? Like, no. The game in Japan that's popular, or at least known or invented by someone, is Page One. So I'm going with that card game theme. And this man Sanji is letting people know what it really is with this raid suit. Now, the thing I like about the raid suit, actually, before I get to the raid suit, let me see, talk about anybody else before I get to this raid suit. Usopp and Frankie didn't really do much in there. Usopp made a joke. Well, not Yeah, it was kind of a joke to Sanji while they was running away, saying that, oh, I'm just gonna, what the fuck you say? Oh yeah, don't screw with me, bastard. Oh shit, no, that's yeah. Usopp was basically like, yo, I'll get caught to save myself in this situation because I'm not really trying to kill myself or get tortured if these motherfuckers capture me. That's about it. I don't even remember what Frankie said. It was pretty much all about Sanji, Big Mom, Kaido in this chapter. And I can't even say Zoro because no one gave a fuck. After they saw that 3 can being thrown up in the air, Zoro, what? All about Sanji. All day, every day. It's the way it should be. I'm not a fanboy or anything. My boy Sanji is doing his thing with his raid suit. A lot of people don't like that. I love the way it was introduced because normally you get the super cool power up after you struggle through a fight for a good minute, and the formulaicness of Oda's chapters have been noted for the decades it's been out, but it's worked. It's formulaic, it's almost predictable, and now Wano, he's really trying to change it up. He's changing the pacing, speeding up a little bit. He's introducing a lot of characters. A lot of them are throwaway characters. A lot of them are going to get one-shotted just to let you know where they're basically, like, I don't know if anyone's ever, like, played basketball or whatever, but you play basketball and you're trying to, get your vertical up. You're trying to see where it is. You jump and you hit these little, sticks and they move and they tell you how far you jumped up, like 10 feet, 12 feet, whatever, how many feet or inches you jumped up. And basically all the enemies, or most of the enemies for the Straw Hat that don't have a good relevance to the story, have just been markers for how strong the Straw Hats are. And that's not really fair to the villains or to us because we don't really get to see development. We don't get to see how they tied in. We don't get to see their growth. It's just, I'm evil because we're not on the same team. So that constitutes evil. You have to fight me, I have to fight you, and you're going to go on about your day. Doflamingo was very integrated into the story. That's part of what makes him such a great villain. He was manipulative, he was resourceful, he didn't amass a whole bunch of power just to do nothing with it. Like, he was making money. Like, all the things you need to be a famous pirate or even a Yonko. There's probably not many people in the community that would disagree that if Doflamingo could become a Yonko, he definitely would. So he was trying to become even more than Yonko. He was trying to become, what am I saying? Trying to become the god of this world. He was trying to become like Yagami. But my man Sanji is getting some development in an interesting way because development is cool, but development in a new way is great because you get to see Sanji prioritize the mission over his ideals almost. Like, that can contains everything he hates about his family. That's essentially, poetically. And him using it with a smile on his face is something big. A lot of people don't think so, but I think it's big for Oda, and I think it's big for Sanji. Almost as equally, we really get to see no one saw this coming. I got slightly spoiled when I was about to right before I was about to read the chapter. Someone told me about, something about a can with a 3 on it, and they was trying to explain it, but Sanji and the raid suit was so far from my mind that I couldn't even put the dots together. I was like, yeah, he got the shit back in Whole Cake Island. What the fuck are you trying to say? I'm reading halfway through the chapter. I'm like, oh my God, Sanji's getting the raids. And I was like, wow, that was some good, just out of nowhere. That's how you start off 2019. Sanji with the raid suit. Is this going to be the year of Sanji again? The 3 years of Sanji? Bruh, Sanji, 3. This is the 3rd year. Sanji still shining. I'm all about it. So all in all, I think this... Oh, I got to talk about the theories about that suit. Almost forgot. I think there's 2 main theories I'm battling with right now about the suit. When you look at his confidence, he obviously... Not obviously. Sanji's smart. If he was Zoro, I would expect this. But there's no way Sanji would have the plan to attack page one, cover himself in his suit, tied his identity, and his suit not have a helmet, or he never opened it in the first place. He knows what's in that suit. He knows it'll cover his face. He'll know it'll be a good disguise. You can't have the same suits as his brothers did because they didn't have masks, or maybe they had masks and they never wore it. Like maybe it was kind of a little subconscious rebellion thing that all of his brothers and sisters did, because Judge has a helmet. And when you think of a suit of armor and trying to be as efficient as possible at protecting yourself, you're gonna have a helmet, because your head's the most valuable thing. That's how you made the things in the first place. You know, you thought of the ideas and you brought it to life. You're a scientist, so why don't you protect your head? That's just my thought. Could be utter nonsense, but I think either Sanji opened up before and put a helmet of some sort in it, or maybe he just plans on opening the raid suit and then using his little kimono or whatever to wrap his face or whatever. That could be a thing too. Like it's a combo deal. Like I'm gonna completely change who I am, and you think I'm a whole nother person, so I won't even come close to thinking I'm Sanji from whatever the fuck from the Straw Hats. But that's, you know, flaky at best. The whole reason why he's using the suit, I think it's good. Like he wants to hide his identity. But the thing that a lot of people are missing is Law also said that any scratch you receive from this battle will affect you in the end battle. So if he could mid-diff page one, you know, speed blitz him, not even break a sweat, wouldn't even hail his memories. It wasn't even a Diablo jump. It was a kick. Regular Sanji kick. It wasn't even a named attack, and he rocketed him down to the ground. And, you know, Oven couldn't see, you know, Sanji teleport in front of him and kick him, so I'm guessing page one can't do it either. So page one and Oven are around the same basic. They're not super high. They're not one of the tops. And Sanji just came in there, boop. So if he can do that without the raid suit, there's no way he's getting a scratch with the raid suit. That's smart. You know what I mean? Like, as far as time saving, identity, and not receiving damage, because most people in One Piece can beat other people, and then, you know, it depends on the difficulty, whether it's low, mid, or high, or extreme diff, you're going to take damage. That's what all those difficulty mean. Well, most of them mean. Low diff to mid, no damage or a scratch or two. High diff, you got, you know, a stab, a cut, you're bleeding some kind of way. Extreme diff, you almost dead. You know what I mean? So Sanji needs to low diff page one for all these reasons. So it's a perfect time to just OP, like to get OP. It's almost genius. Almost, because for some reason they don't want to jump him. I'll never get this, but hey, maybe they're just waiting back. Maybe we're seeing Sanji attack first, and they're just planning on you know, attack, because Law is pissed. He's like, you're not supposed to be doing this. Usopp is scared, and Frankie is like, well, shit. Law's pissed. Law's like, Luffy's rubbing off on you. I don't need this in my life. Just let me take this dude's heart so we can leave. But yeah, that's how you start out 2019. There are other ways Oda could have done this, but this is how you start 2019. Good job. One Piece and Vulture Valley, man. This was a good time to start. Like, I really didn't want to keep procrastinating, but I also just didn't feel like it. But I'm going to keep trying to churn out more and more content, and hopefully I can get my own Discord. People start following me on Twitter, Instagram. It just depends on how far I want to take this thing. But if y'all really like this content, man, just keep watching me. Comment, like, tell me stuff that y'all want to talk about, or you want to hear me rant on about for an usually long period of time. But this is Vulture Valley. It's not the end, just passing through. I'm just gonna thumb it.